Welcome students, it's me, your mathematics teacher. How are you all? Hope you are good. Students, today we are going to learn about the drawing of shapes with given area on squared paper. You must have learned the drawing of shapes with the help of ruler and the set squares. But today we are going to learn the drawing of shapes when the area will be given to you and on a squared paper you are going to draw it. So let's see how to draw this. Question number 6 in exercise 8b, on squared paper draw different shapes with an area of 8 squares each. So that means 8 squares area is given and you are going to draw different shapes with it. So I'm going to show you how to draw with the same number different shapes. Let's see. Here the squared paper in front of you and the question is 8 squares each we can use and to draw different shapes. So let's see. Let's start it. The first one, suppose I'm choosing these two boxes here. Okay, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So can you see over here? This is one closed figure and how many boxes I covered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is one way of drawing a shape, 8 squares each. Let's draw another shape. But when you are going to draw, use rulers to draw the straight lines like I have used this. Can you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is 7 and this is 8. 7 and 8. See, here is another figure. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Here it is, another way of writing, another way of drawing the shape. So see, in this way you can draw a lot of shapes using the squared paper. So it's according to the need of the question. Whenever someone is asking, then draw the shapes, different shapes using the given area on squared papers. Okay, so I hope you understand the concept how you can draw these different shapes. So before we move towards the next concept, I hope you will be able to solve these questions given in your exercise. So you can draw at least 3 shapes for each question. So our next objective for today's video lecture is the calculation of area of squares and rectangles using formula. If you remember in exercise 8a, we have calculated the perimeter of rectangles and squares using the formula. So today we are going to learn about the area of squares and rectangles by using the formula. So before we move on the use of the formula, let's see what is an area. Let's revise. The amount of space that a figure encloses. The amount of space that a figure encloses. That if we have a plain paper, okay, that is in a rectangular shape or any shape, okay, so we just put it on the table. So the space covered by that paper basically is the area of that paper. Okay, so the amount of space that a figure encloses, the number of square units that covers a shape or figure. The number of square units, as I told you, we just have drawn a figure with 8 squares each. So that shape was covering 8 squares. So that means that is also the area of that shape. It is 2-dimensional. Always remember when we talk about the area of some shape, so that means we are talking about something in 2-dimensional shape. It is always answered in square units. And whenever we are calculating the area of some shape, so it is always in square units. So be very careful with units. So now let's see. Area of rectangle. Here is a rectangle in front of you in which 4 meter is the length and 3 meter is the breadth. So what is the formula to calculate the area of rectangle? Length times its width. width or breadth, the same thing, so you can use any word over here. 4 times 3, 12 square meter. So be very careful in writing the unit whenever you are supposed to write the unit. So write it in a proper form. So that means 12 square meter is the area of this rectangle. Here is a rectangle in front of you. Let me show you these calculations over here. So how you are going to start your work? First you are supposed to write the formula, area of rectangle, proper formula. So what is the formula? If my space is finished over there, so I can write here length times breadth. Okay, here is wait, let me just raise it and write it again for you, because then you won't be able to see it properly. Sorry for inconvenience. I'm just going to raise it and then I'm writing for you again. Okay, so it is length times breadth. Okay. So here are the spellings properly. So what is my length given over here? 9 centimeter times 4 centimeter. So what is the area of this rectangle? 9 times 4 is 36 square centimeter. So this is the procedure through which you can calculate the area of this here rectangle, these types of rectangles, when length and breadth is given to you. Okay, so hope you understand this. Next, question number 10. Use formula to work out the area of each rectangle. These are the questions given in your exercise 8B. So I hope with the given examples you will be able to solve these questions. So these are your homework tasks, so you can do it. Now move towards the area of square. The area of square equals any of its two sides multiplied together. Why any of two sides? Because all the sides of a square are equal. So we can use any two sides to get its area. As you can see over here, A stands for area, S stands for side. So there is a problem in this question. Let's see what. 7 times 7 is 49, that is correct. Look at the unit given in the question, that is 7 meter. And look at the unit written over here in the answer, 49 square centimeter. So be very careful when you are writing your answer. It's basically 49 square meter it should be. So this is the wrong unit written here. So whenever you solve these types of questions, be very careful with the units. So write the correct unit. Here is a square for you, and let's see how to write all the steps. So this is area of square properly, and you can use a word length also in placement of side. So length power 2, that has the same meaning, length into length. So what is my length over here? 5 centimeter times 5 centimeter. My answer is going to be 5 times 5, 25 square centimeter. So this is the procedure to calculate area of square. I hope you understand the concept of calculation of area of square and rectangles by using formula. So with the same procedure, there are questions in your exercise 8B, question number 11. You have to use the formula to calculate area of the squares with the given measurements, like lengths are given to you, and you can calculate the area with this whole procedure. So I hope now you'll be able to solve. Stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.